I want you to try to imagine a cemetery that isn't taken care of. One that's in total disarray, where the grass is so high you need boots to walk through it. Trash is everywhere. Beer bottles, Coke bottles, food wrappers, bags of trash, big tree logs, fallen branches, piles of brush, trash that's been dumped by intruders. And you see beautiful wreaths that someone took the time to order and deliver or hand carry to their loved one's grave, and they're now scattered all over the cemetery. A once beautiful iron fence surrounding the cemetery, which has been destroyed in many places, parts of it knocked down by vandals. This is the Masonic Cemetery, which is owned by the Espanola Lodge, free and accepted Masons. They purchased this cemetery back in 1948. Apparently, they are responsible for the upkeep and daily operations. From what I've been told by some locals, they can't afford the upkeep. Volunteers do get together every now and then to clean up the cemetery. But the problem is vandals won't stay away. They trespass within the cemetery, knocking over tombstones, kicking down the iron fence, throwing trash on the ground, and partying, basically being jerks. After doing quite a bit of research, I found out how this cemetery came to be. Apparently, back in the day, when racism was rampant, blacks were buried not far from the old courthouse in Bunnell. And then white people came along, and they started building their pretty little white houses. And believe it or not, and you can check the history on this, they built their homes right over top of the graves. To this day, there are graves under some of those houses. To appease the black people, a prominent white landowner gave them a stretch of land, approximately 5 acres off of Old Kings Road, so they could have a place to bury their dead, way far away from all the white people and their pretty little houses. And that land is what you see here. There are over 550 graves here, and about 30 of them are unmarked. These graves you will find World War I veteran, many World War II veterans, and 2 veterans who fought in Korea. In the 70s, a company did try to purchase the land with the intentions of uprooting all the graves to make way for progress, but luckily people became outraged and that didn't happen. Flagler County says it's private property, and they've tried to work with the Espanola Lodge, but the county wanted to take over ownership. The lodge was willing to go into partnership, but they didn't want to give up ownership. I don't blame them. This really saddens me, and I think about this place a lot. I decided way back that if I ever win the lotto, I'm going to come here. I'm going to pave this parking lot. I'm going to build a small playground, put in some benches, pave the entire road going around the cemetery. I'm going to hire a company to landscape and take care of this whole cemetery. I'll put up solar lights, and if anybody tries to walk through the iron gates, they'll get electrocuted. Okay, maybe not, but definitely security. These people deserve better. The families of these loved ones deserve better. I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to visit my dad's resting place in Tennessee, but I do know one thing. Where he is beautiful. He's on top of the hill, and he's with his mom and dad. The view is breathtaking. The grass is mowed. The graves are all intact. And when you visit there, you feel safe and at peace. hope everyone has a great day. See ya.